everybody, CyberKnife here. And I am going to show you a map that I really like. This is kind of a beginner's map. It's not really beginner's because, I mean, I play 4 and 5 a lot, even 6, and you get this map. And it's basically big race. And the most fun you're going to have, especially if you spawn. You can't really do this if you spawn down here. You can't do it if you're a DD. You can do it if you're a battleship or a cruiser and you spawn up here. You immediately go to this area and you will be in instant shootout. I mean, it's like right now. And if you get a couple, if you win that, you win the game every time. I've never seen this corner be lost. See, what you do is if they're coming up, they win this corner, then they turn this way, and the game is over. If we push this way, we get the corner, then we turn south, and it's over for them.
General
Ah,
quarters.
alright, we should bump into some right away. So what I like to do is I like to get my guns all looking off of this side, because this is what, you'll see why in a second. So I'm going to lock them out there. Okay, now as soon as you're detected, bring them around. I'm going to go right at them now, because they're going to shoot. They're going to want to shoot. And that'll just give them nothing to shoot at. If you take something, it won't be too much. There we go. There he is. And we'll take the St. Louis first. Get the tail guns around. Now we gotta switch targets to the Kuma. He's showing us sides, so we go AP. I'm gonna start turning now, so I don't give him too much side. Hopefully. Hopefully. He's smart. He's turning in and not really giving me anything to shoot at. I'm gonna put him right there and hope he continues that trajectory. Now we gotta switch back to HE for this little dude. Always first priority of any cruiser is always gonna be trying to get just some of that. So I'm gonna turn because this homeboy is gonna pull out. Then I'm gonna pull left. This guy's smoking me up, so I'm gonna take advantage of that. There he is. Come on, let me get a crit in there. Oh shit, I'll take a hit. Wow, well, hello, Mr. Wikis. You have to turn like right now to avoid your bullshit torpedoes. I don't have to look. Either I can avoid them or I can't. I'll take one and we'll burn out. The worst part about it is I didn't get the damn kill. Oh well. I've had games before where I've gotten hit for like 99% of my health, like right off the bat, and just played the whole game, had the best game of my life, because you're just saving you're really marshaling what you can do. Not giving up any kind of shots, not taking risks. Okay, come on now. Where are we? Well, that was pathetic. God damn it, I keep overshooting this guy. losing so much health because of my poor aim. This engagement should have been ended with a series of crits quite a little bit ago. Now I'm begging for help. God damn it. How is he not... I aim where he's going. What is this guy going 3 miles an hour? Ugh. This... Sometimes this Phoenix will drive you nuts with a dispersion. I mean, I'm at 7 meters, dude. And I'm just like... hitting everything. I'm shooting a wristwatch off his goddamn arm, man. I can't get a citadel. I can blow off his torpedo tubes. Can I get a citadel? Hell no. Come on, citadel. Right on the stacks. There they are. Nope. Dropped low. I'm splitting them. Finally, Jesus Christ. It should not take that many to do it, kids. That's the difference between a pro and a goof like me. Sometimes they just don't fall the way you want them to. I might get hit hard by this guy. Way too close to this guy. Gotta get myself angled in a way. He's too close. I need to land some of these. I'm trying to get anything to land, but I'm just splitting. It's just one of those games where I just cannot get anything to fall for me, and I can't really hang around long. And that's one of the Marbleheads and the Phoenix's problem sometimes is you do have to hold up for a minute to let... I mean, you can circle a death to a point, but... There we go, finally. Jesus. I'm gonna back off. We're gonna win this, and there's no sense in dying. You get a real big XP boost for living through a game. Okay, I got a couple, maybe 2 fires going. Ouch. Yeah, this has got to be annoying when you're a battleship. Just sit here and have some guy just drop. I'm trying to hit his front now. That I'm not deliberately being a dickhead. I'm really just trying to hit the front turrets. See if I can get some... I'm watching where these go. Yeah, he's slowing. There they go. There's a couple in there. Not getting fires off them, but that's what you try to do if he's burning in a couple of spots. Don't keep spamming that. I mean, you can reset the fire, but you'd rather get it 3 fires burning. It's like 500 ticks a second. It's like 500 HP a second, 1,000 every 2 seconds. So getting 3 fires burning is what you want to do, and you got to hit all 3 quadrants, 4 midship and aft, to get that going on. So we got 1 fire going on again. That means he's not fireproof anymore after they use their repair. There's like 20 seconds in there where they're basically immune to all fire. Are we... I don't know what we're doing now. Is he still... Let me readjust here. I think we're dropping off to the side or something. What are we doing here? Yeah, that's about right. It's just weird RNG. Sometimes you don't know if it's your bad shooting or if it's just bad RNG, so you just gotta watch carefully what they're doing. If I had a few of them hit and a few of them see, you know, they're going all around it, so I'll bring it in a little. At 12K, this is what a Phoenix does. You know, you'll get a few. If you get a couple go in per salvo, you're doing just fine. To get more than a couple of salvo, you gotta be a half up their butt. We're getting a little closer now. We'll start to get 3s and 4s. But that's just more having more to do with the cluster. And just keep that in mind, beginners, when you're missing, you're having that bad day, and you're like, Jesus, a lot of times it is not you. It is the random number generator deciding that this round's gunpowder send it off a little off to the left, and this one send it a little off to the right. Sometimes that works for you in your favor, and other times it works mightily against you. But you gotta, if you take the good with the bad, if it's kind of like best practices, if you're always playing your game and thinking and looking out for the team, where should I be? What do I need to be doing here to get XP? Not just for me, but to cap, to take the weakest game. Sometimes you gotta go and sit back and protect a flank all by yourself just to slow people up. Not suicide, but sometimes one guy going off and buying time for the main advance can really be the guy that ends up, winning the game. Even though he doesn't do much, you look at things and you go, "Oh, that poor guy, he only did 500, XP." Yeah, but he did a lot of shooting at DDs that didn't hit, but he kept them from coming up and jumping in your base, giving you guys all the time in the world to camp it out and take your time and pick apart that enemy team. And I've had games like that where you die going off on your own. I've other had ones where you're just the hero of the day. It's just depends, and you're going to get both, and that's what makes the game fun. I mean, people bitch about, you go on, I remember one time in World of Tanks, I went down like a 16 game losing streak. I kid you not. And I was just like, screw this game, and then I just started to realize that, I was getting angry, it was affecting my play, and it really is true. The more, pissed you get, the worse you play, and it's just not always the thing to do. It can be frustrating game, no doubt about it. I will first admit that this game can be very frustrating, but that's why it's so rewarding. I mean, sometimes you get nuked out of the water, in one shot, and other times you get to do that to somebody else. And if there was no chance of you getting nuked out of the water, there'd be no chance of you being able to nuke somebody else out with a nice big detonation shot. You know what I mean? Yeah, take the good with the bad, but I truly believe that if you are a student of the game, you learn your ship, you learn your role, you look at the map, especially look at the map, look at the map, look at the map. Look how much of the screen this occupies. I usually have a mod that makes it a little clearer so I can see through here slightly if a ship is coming in, but I mean, this is where it's at. This is the game here. What's going on out here in front of you? People look so much at, I want to look down this, and I want to shoot, and I want to make sure. I mean, speaking of dispersion, this is a dispersion test. Look at that. I aimed up totally at that cone. Now watch. You see? I mean, and we're only 4 from it, so actually it's read me 8. So at 8, let's see how many we can get close to that. One went right on, and the rest all dumped right. Yeah, so that's how you check it out. Dispersion. You can also watch it on an enemy team. But it's time to start the shoosting again. You also get more XP if you hit more ships. Not just, medals. There are medals you can get for, like Confederate doing damage to more than 6 ships, 20% of their hit points, just showing that you're doing a lot of damage. But just like, if you have a long list of stuff, you even put 1 round on, the XP takes all kinds of stuff like that in consideration. Like, damn, this guy didn't get any kills, but boy, he put a round or 2, and look, he put that fire out, so then I relit him on fire, but it doesn't catch because he's still immune. So if you ever see that little fire, hey, you good, you set a fire, buddy, thing pop up, but there's like no fire, that's the situation there. It turns out that he must have just extinguished a fire. So give it 20 seconds and have at it. I can't really see. Now we lit him another fire, and he can't put that one out, so that one's gonna burn. That one's gonna burn. I don't want to leave the cap. There's another fire. Yeah, I'll bump into this island if I have to. I'd just rather not. Yeah, I'd rather just sit here and take shots. I prefer death to not really capping or getting some more nice hits on my friend here. Louis Alfredo Steele. Very interesting name there. We got him all dialed in. So there he goes. Let's see how we did comparatively. A little arsonist there for burning up some people. Top tier, so no big surprise. We turn up in the top end here. 3 kills, not bad. And like I say, having a lot of different hits on different things that helps. Kills helps, but definitely living through the game, that's also a big bonus. And they don't break it down exactly what XP is worth what, but I'll tell you what's a real big one is capping, if you can do that, or assisting in cap even. That's a big, big, big XP getter. Each one of these buffs your XP, each one of these buffs your XP, each hit, even damage or not. But mostly XP is based on damage and capping. But you can also throw in little plus. It's almost like a times 0.05 if you hit more than 3 ships. It's times 0.10 if you hit more. You know what I'm saying? There's all kinds of little hidden stats in there. So just get in there, man. Hit as much as you can, but don't just try to spread it around. Like just get XP. I mean, fire at one guy till he's dead, but try to work a lot of enemies. Get into it. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I enjoyed playing it. I do like dropping down to tier 4 for a little fun and warm up, shoot a lot of rounds, and I don't know. There's some fun to be had. Some of them can be pretty challenging little games. Anyway, CyberKnife out.